Hey guys! Okay, so I cannot believe I did this, but I built a house for 12 hours straight. Yeah, I don't know why I did this. If you have ever gone to my YouTube board on Pinterest, you might have seen this one board called Old Money. I have always wanted to sit down and just make a old money inspired house, but I knew that it would take so much detail and so much time just to work on the outside. So I figured I would do this challenge and not only challenge myself to build for 12 hours, but challenge myself to build this kind of house in 12 hours. I didn't realize how slow I was at doing some things. I spent the first 25 minutes just working on the front fence. By the way, some of this is going to be sped up. Actually, not some of this. A lot of this, if not all of this, is going to be sped up in some way. There was absolutely no way I was gonna sit here and do commentary for 12 hours. So bear with me. I'm gonna show you all of the main parts of building this house and my process and everything, but it's simply just not gonna be that long of a video. I can't wait to show you how it turned out in the end though. This is the most detailed build I have ever done. It is also quickly becoming the most expensive house as well. So I was using a couple pictures, actually quite a bit of pictures as my inspiration for this. I've never built something anything like this, so I really wanted to have fun with it. I did so much detail, but honestly, every time I looked at a different piece of the house throughout this entire thing, I just kept adding detail, just more and more. At this point, even though I passed 12 hours, there are still things that I would do to this, which is absolutely insane. I want you guys to comment down below right now how much money you think I spent on this video. If you go to my Pinterest board, you can see the inspiration. Honestly, by now, just by watching this video, you can probably see where this is going. I did have to stop actually multiple times to buy money or work. Most of the time, I will admit I did just buy the money, but I did work. If you saw my last video, I took a break and I worked a 12-hour shift on Bloxburg. That was Bloxburg time. This, if you can't tell already, was human time, regular time. You know what I mean. I love using these bookends, by the way. I think they're such a hack for making these super detailed, old kind of builds. I think they're literally perfect. Anyways, as you can see, I am now on my 4th hour. 3 hours has gone by and it's gone by so quickly. It's actually insane. Oh, first of all, the back is looking so bad. I didn't end up doing the interior, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if I was planning on doing the interior in the beginning of this, and then I realized how long it was actually taking me. But if I do ever do the interior of this, the inside is gonna be a little bit rough. This part right here is actually going to be a little courtyard situation. I found so many inspiration pictures I absolutely loved with these courtyards, so I was really excited to do this. I did kind of not spend as much time as I wanted to on it, but I still think it turned out really cute. I can't believe I'm even saying that. It's actually insane. I fully had 12 whole hours to work on this entire house, and there's still parts of it that I neglected, if you will. Even the backyard, I feel like I could still do so much more, and even on the sides of it, there's literally so much that I could do. But when you're working with all these little details, it actually takes so long. I have so much respect for people who the people on Twitter who just literally do this with every single house they've ever made. I think that's actually insane, and they have so much time on their hands, but I respect it so much. So as you can see, I have all these little comments on the screen. I edited this long before I'm doing this voiceover, but I did join the regular public server for a little bit because I noticed that my grass is just looking a little bit too dull for this kind of build. If you look at it now, it just looks absolutely wrong. So I went to the public server, but the grass was way too green. I remember why I always use my neighborhood for grass, because I just literally hate it, but I do end up changing it in the end, so don't worry. Also, I will admit the back part of this house is very much a trust them process. I think I had no idea what I was gonna do going into this. I didn't have any specific inspiration picture for this. I didn't really have one for the front either. I kind of just jumbled up a bunch bunch of the ideas that I had. And right now in the moment, it does not look very good, but I promise it actually ends up really cute. And the biggest part that I struggled with was the garden. I knew that I wanted to put that little pool part there with some fountains in it, so I put that first. But yeah, I also saved the side of the house until the very end of it. I literally decorated the side windows within the last, I think, 30 minutes of the entire build. It's actually so hard to believe. I'm starting on the backyard right now, and there is 7 hours left on the clock. If you can't tell already, this clock has been going down, not up. So it started at 12 hours. But yeah, this backyard was honestly really difficult for me. If you've ever seen my other builds, you probably have by now. I'm just so not a backyard person. I'm so bad at landscaping. But yeah, here is a 30-minute break where I looked for a bunch of decals. I uploaded a bunch of plant pictures. I included that in my time since I was working on the house actively. Like I was going back and forth and planning out the backyard. So I feel like it counts. I took a couple decal breaks. None of them were that long. I think that was the longest one. It was about 30 minutes. I'm also, as you can tell, jumping back and forth from the front of the house to the side of the house to the backyard to the lawn so much just because it helped me not get bored. This part is funny. I promise it actually comes together, but I felt like the back of the house needed some more shape to it. I felt like it was too flat, so I put these little dome things. I also made a bunch of custom windows for this. I don't think a single one isn't custom except for the one with the round top, just because I don't think it's even possible to make that on your own. Maybe it is. I don't know. I actually can't believe I have 5 hours and 30 minutes left, and you can see I'm literally not done with the front of the house, which is actually insane. Like here I am adding windows to it. Okay, here you go. I changed the windows and the doors of this house to black a million times. I'm not even kidding. I changed it back and forth so many times. It probably took up an entire hour of the entire challenge. I still can't decide. I think the black made it look a little bit too dark, and I feel like the black and white contrast was just a little bit too much, so I ended up in the end changing it to white. But I don't know, let me hear your votes. I think the black could have been cool. Maybe if the other main color wasn't just white, I don't know. I also played around with this front part a little bit. Like I said, I'm not good at landscaping. I don't know how to do gardens very well. I'm not very good with plants. Here I am changing the color. I spent such a long time actually finding the perfect green. I still don't know if this one's perfect, but I think I like it a lot better than what I had originally. I also really hope I saved the hex code for the grass that I've had this entire time, but oh well. Here I am adding more window detail things. Here you go, adding more like fake trim. I also love these little swirly twirly things that I put all over the place. I also spent so much money. This is where all of my money just flew out the window because of all of these decal plants. I made them super easy to copy by just like putting them on a block, which made me spend literally so much money because it was just way too easy to copy them. I also tried to make my own fake little tree over here. I used a TikTok video, I think, if I can remember correctly. I just like don't really remember so much from this at all, but I don't really know if I love how they turned out. I feel like I should have done a different one, but you can't even see that right now. Yeah, I put so many just random plants. I can't believe I feel like 2 hours just popped by so quickly, but I only have 3 hours left of this challenge, and I'm finally working on this backyard part. Oh, here's the little courtyard. I forgot I did this. It's really simple. I just tried to add a little bit of detail, but overall it is very simple, but I think it actually looks really nice. And if the interior was decorated and if there was furniture anywhere else, I put like a couple chairs in this courtyard, I think it would actually turn out really cute. I don't know. I also put these little tiger things in the front of the house. Yeah, I feel like they look kind of stupid. All right, I edited the last 2 hours of this build down to the last like 45 seconds or so. As you can see, I am filling in the backyard. I tried to put a lot of plants and I tried to make it look really nice and clean, but also kind of busy. I don't know. I just use a lot of the plants that I used in the front yard. I really like doing the striped grass. I feel like that makes it look more expensive. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking so much in this, but I just, like I said, finished up the garden, the side of the house, and the roof for the last 1 hour of this build, and then it's completely done. So let me show you how this 12-hour build turned out. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. It took me such a long time, but I think I really like the outcome. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you have not already. If you have more challenge ideas like this, maybe not as long, please comment them down below. Also, let me know what you guys think of this house. But yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.